Hi, friends. Welcome to Enlightened World Network. Dr. Ruth Anderson here for a meditation a day. Today, our beautiful guest meditator is Eileen Murray. We have enjoyed Eileen now at Enlightened World Network for, I think, 3 years, Eileen. So pleased to have you with us today. Thank you.
Thank you, Ruth. Hello, everyone. Well, there's a lot happening in our lives and in the world at large. So what we're going to focus on today is in two-part, which is all part of the one. We're going to focus on how when we see something from the human story, and then how we can see it from our essence. We're going to focus on our essence, but we have to know where we are in our relationship to ourselves and how we're relating to the world at large. And so I'm going to invite you to close your eyes and think of something that's going on in the world today and in your life, and how you would normally relate to that. You see something on the news, or something that's happening with a friend, or something that's happening with in the workplace. We normally go to our mind. And the mind and the ego is made up of our past conditioning. Everything that we've known or been taught, or that is in the collective mind since the beginning of time, all our beliefs and theories and thoughts. And see how your body feels as you're thinking of that situation or that person. And see how your energy, how far out it goes when you're thinking. Just do a scan. It's not about changing anything. It's about becoming aware. And that's what I'm going to call our human story. And behind all life, behind all form, that includes the rocks and the trees, and this body, and your body, and the water, all form is life, is spirit, is essence. If there isn't essence, there isn't form. So I'm asking you to bring your attention inside and feel that light, or feel your essence, whatever word best relates to your experience, as that which is beyond form, that gives form its life. And breathe. And see how it feels as you keep your attention on yourself as light. There's the one light. There was light before the sun. So the sun is an image that comes out of the light. The body comes out of the life, the essence. And there is one light, there's one essence, one life. And it's the same light, the same essence that is the rock, that is the dog, that is the grass, that is the form, is the body. It is the eternal light. One infinite eternal light that expresses itself as form, many forms. So it would be like having a big dough. And that dough that you make bread of is cut up into different shapes. But the same substance is the dough. The same substance is the life. It's the life of the house. It's the life of the car. And look inside to see if that life has any boundary. Pure light, pure life. Does it stop anywhere? Is it restricted by anything? Does it have any disease in it? That pure life? Does it have any limited thought in it? How far is it? Is it everywhere? Expressing itself as the form. And then what would happen if you decided that you have the power to decide and to realize this is what I am? And I, as this light, as this life, can meet any situation from this light. So say you have to do the dishes. And as a human, you think about going to do the dishes. I have to do the dishes. See how that feels as a human. I'm going to do the dishes, or I have to vacuum, or I have to do some task as a human. And now bring your attention as the light, as the light. I am light. I am the light that is going to do the dishes. And feel the difference between the two. I am the light that is going to vacuum. But I'm keeping my attention as the light doing this task. I am the light that is going to have a conversation with someone. And they are the light. It's the one light. They may present some problems that they're talking about, but behind that is the light, is their essence. I can relate to them and speak about an issue from the light, as the light, to their light. That's a decision I make. And now think of a plant or a tree that you love. And what would happen if for 1 week you decided to look at that form as that tree or that plant as a life force? The life force is expressing itself as the tree, as the plant. And if either of them aren't well, you're still seeing that pure life form. So you're going beyond the duality of this tree as having a problem or this plant as having a problem, and you're seeing it as its pure light. And what if you do that with a friend that's having a problem, or some member of your family that's having a problem, an issue? You're not denying that the problem is there, but you're going beyond it to see the light as being there. You're relating to them as their essence. And how does that feel when you relate to somebody or something as its essence? And then what would happen if you see your food that comes from this essence, that behind the food is the essence of life? And if there's any category that says, well, this is better, this organic is better than this, that's a concept and that's a belief, and it's a limited one. So what would happen if you decided for a week not to do that, but to see it as the pure light, as this form? It's going beyond duality. And if there's doubt that comes up because of our conditioning, we welcome that up and hand it to the light. We let the light take care of the doubt or the skepticism or the resistance. And then what would happen if we look at ourselves and learn to cherish our own uniqueness, to love, to see our own uniqueness? Say we have a great sense of humor, or say we have the quality of great kindness, or we're very artistic. What would happen if we welcomed those qualities that we see within ourselves as an expression of the light, and we decide to cherish our qualities? And what would happen if we decide to even welcome the parts of us that we don't like? Say it's impatience or judgment towards ourselves or others. I'm welcoming that up, and I'm allowing the light to be present to it, the love to be present to that pattern of judgment or impatience or whatever it might be. And then what would happen with all that's happening in the world with the earth and her changes is that behind that is the light desiring to come through, but it's breaking through the old constructs of beliefs and patterns. And we stay present to the light. And we bring love to the patterns. We allow the divine love to be present. And we give thanks that we have within us the power to decide of how we're going to respond. No one can take that from us unless we give it to them. I have the power within myself to decide. I may not like this situation, I may not agree with it, but I have the power to decide that I'm going to see the light and know the essence of the light is here. And it will inform me. And this environment will inform me if I choose to stay open and humble and receptive. What does it want to show me? That's wanting to be birthed and revealed from the light. The one life, the one light. And now just be aware of how your body is feeling. And tune in to see if this magnificent, universal, one infinite light, life, has anything it wants to share with you or show you about your life. And we give thanks for this light. We give thanks for our essence, for the qualities that we carry, that we bring to our life and to our world. As the new gives birth to itself, as us. And when you feel ready, open your eyes.
Thank you, Eileen. There were so many thoughts there that are so important thoughts. I actually jotted them all down and I want to go back through them. Wow, you took us so many places. Thank you so very much. But when you said at the end, was there a message? And the only, I'm going to say the only thing, and I don't mean that to sound like a limiting thing. I'm just saying there was only one message for me, and that was just love. All is love. That's all, period.
Yeah.
Yeah, beautiful.
Thank you, Ruth. Thank you for sharing that with us.
You know, there was just so much. Just I appreciated the part about food holding the essence of light. And you and I have talked about medications before and how to feel that those are in alignment with our bodies, that there doesn't need to be big differences between things causing discord. It doesn't have to be there.
No. And that's what's happening. You know, that's for all of us. It's, that's what we have known. That's what we have been taught. And those are the constructs that are dissolving. We're opening to more of what is already there as the infinite self, as the light that's there, that's breaking through. And if we can start to see that in the world and hold that in the consciousness, like here in the Okanagan, where there's been this disastrous areas of fire, to hold the light. What is the light wanting to show us through this experience? And it's not about judgment, and it's still about being compassionate with people. But when we move from the constricted thing, this, and open to this. I remember Greg Braden, he's a physicist, and he was talking about climate change. He said, if there were no people on the planet, it has been shown that the climate change would still be happening. It's a part of what the earth is changing. And it helps people to realize, okay, it doesn't mean not being responsible, but this is a natural progression of the light. The light is always the same, expressing more of itself, and all the old constructs are dissolving. So when we can hold that light, and especially when we're looking at the news in disastrous area, of expecting the light to be there assisting people in ways that we don't even know. But if we trust it and say, this is a truth, this is a spiritual principle, then that which is going to be birthed will come out of that. But if we shut down, we're restricting it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Does that make sense?
It does. It does. It just, those darn people in the way of the earth doing what the earth is going to do.
Yeah. Well, and it doesn't deny the tragedy of what's happening. But I have seen this over and over. You and I have spoken about that in this area with these fires and this devastation of it was so hot, street signs were melting and so on. That's hard to conceive. I'm not used to that. I haven't had to witness that in my life. But when I can stay open and allowing, then people turn up and things happen in miraculous ways that we don't know, that often we don't hear about. But it's coming from that one infinite pure love, that's what the light is. It's pure divine love. It has no preference. The sun doesn't just shine on people who think they're good. It shines on everybody. That love is there.
Well, and I appreciated what you said too about the light existed before the sun, and the sun is just a symbol of light. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is great. Eileen, you always give us so much to think about when you're doing these meditations for us. Thank you so much. Eileen, is there anything you would like folks to know about you?
Well, I love working with people in this way, in coaching and working with dreams. I think our dreams are really relevant these days to what's wanting to come from the soul to be birthed, and it's often different than we think. And so I work with it in this way that I did the meditation where we interact. So if people are interested, they can contact me through my, excuse me, I'll just put my email mainly, and we could chat, murray50@gmail.com. And so I work with dreams, and I work, as you know, with the new Akashic records.
Friends, I can tell you, I have personally worked with Eileen, and she is absolutely a treasure. She can take you to places and help you have new perspectives that really make a huge difference. So please check her out. So Eileen, thank you so much for being here today. And friends here at Enlightened World Network, thank you for being here. Thank you for taking your spiritual walk with us. Take good care. God bless. We'll see you all soon. Bye now.